Clicks are dropping. Rankings haven't changed. Impressions are up. Are you doing SEO right now? Here's what's going on. Google AI Overviews, AI Mode, Perplexity, and ChatGPT are answering your users' questions before they ever click a link. They're pulling content from across the web, synthesizing it into a neat little answer, and citing whoever they think deserves the credit. The problem? Your existing SEO tools can't see any of these. Rank trackers ignore AI answers. Google Search Console blends AI-driven clicks into your overall traffic. GA4 has no way to isolate LLM-originated visibility. So, how do you know if your brand is showing up in AI search results? And more importantly, how do you know if your competitors are? That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. We're going to use Apify's Google Search Results Scraper to pull structured data from Google AI Mode, Perplexity, and ChatGPT all in one run, and turn it into real intelligence for your answer engine optimization strategy. Let's talk about why this all matters. AEO is quickly becoming the next frontier of search marketing. AI search engines don't just rank pages. They pick specific passages, cite specific resources, and construct answers from them. A page that ranks number 10 on Google can get cited in an AI answer, while the number 1 result gets ignored entirely. And the tools that do track AI visibility, they're expensive. Specialized AEO platforms charge hundreds of dollars a month. Legacy tools like SEMrush and Ahrefs have added AI features, but they're usually locked behind higher tier plans. With Apify, you can get Google AI Mode results starting at $2 per thousand results. That's a fraction of what you pay anywhere else, and you get Perplexity and ChatGPT data on top of that. But it's not just about cost. It's about what you can actually do with the data. You can see exactly how each AI engine formulates its answer for a given query. You can compare which sources get cited across Google AI Mode, AI Overviews, Perplexity, and ChatGPT, and spot where they agree or differ. You can track how your competitors show up in AI answers and figure out what content format the models prefer, whether that's a listicle, a how-to guide, or something else. And you can do all of this across multiple countries and languages. Let me show you how to set this up. Head to Apify Store and search for Google Search Results Scraper. Click Try for Free to get started. You'll land in Apify Console, which is where you configure and run the actor. The input is straightforward. You enter your search terms like best project management tools or whatever queries you want to monitor. You can also customize the location and language for your search. This is important if you're running multi-market campaigns because AI answers can vary significantly by region. Now, here's the cool part. Scroll down to the AI search add-ons. You'll see toggles for Google AI Mode, Perplexity Search, and ChatGPT Search. Turn on whichever ones you want. You can enable all three to get a full cross-platform comparison, or just pick one if you're focused on a specific engine. Good news! You'll get Google AI Overview among the search results. No need to enable anything. One thing that's especially useful in the ChatGPT output is something called Query Fanout. This shows you the additional search queries that ChatGPT generates behind the scenes to answer your questions. Normally, you'll never see these. It reveals how the model expands and reframes the topic before producing its final response, which is incredibly valuable for understanding what kind of content you need to create. Once you've configured everything, hit Save and Start. You'll see the scraper running in the Overview tab. Once it finishes, you get a structured dataset with separate tabs for organic results, AI Mode results, Perplexity results, and ChatGPT results. This is where it gets interesting. You're not just looking at rankings anymore. You're seeing the actual AI-generated answers, the sources they cited, and how each engine constructed its response differently for the same query. You can export the data in JSON, CSV, Excel, or XML. From there, pipe it into Looker Studio, Power BI, Airtable, or whatever your team uses for reporting. But here's what I actually recommend. Save your configuration as a task. Then schedule it. Run it every week or every day, depending on how fast your space moves. That way, you build a time series of AI search data that lets you track trends and spot changes over time. You can also set up an integration to automatically push each run's results to Google Sheets or Google Drive, so your team always has fresh data without anyone having to log into Apify. So you have this data. Now what? First, compare how the three engine answers the same query. You might find the Google AI mode cites your competitor's blog post. Perplexity pulls from a completely different source, and ChatGPT doesn't mention either of you. That tells you exactly where your gaps are and where the opportunities lie. Second, look at the sources. Which domains keep showing up across all three engines? Those are the authoritative sources for your topic. If you're not among them, analyze why. Figure out what those pages are doing differently, whether it's structure, depth, citations, or format, and adapt. Third, track changes over time. AI answers are volatile. Research shows that 40 to 60% of citations change month to month. If you're only checking once, you're only seeing a snapshot. Schedule runs give you the full picture. And finally, use the regional data. A query might return completely different AI answers in the US versus Germany versus Japan. If you're running international campaigns, this is how you catch localization issues before they hurt your traffic. SEO is no longer just about ranking on page 1. It's about being the source that LLMs trust enough to cite. With Apify's Google Search Results Scraper, you can track exactly how Google AI Mode, Perplexity, and ChatGPT handle your queries, who they're citing, and where you need to improve. The best part? You can get started on Apify's free plan with $5 of credit. If you want to dive deeper into the setup, check out our full video tutorial on scraping Google Search, linked in the card on screen or in the description. If this was useful, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more tutorials coming on how to actually win in AI search. So long, and thanks for all the likes.